Excellencies, colleagues, distinguished guests, it's truly an honor for me to address you as we bring the work of the G20 Digital Economy Working Group under South Africa's presidency to a close. Over the past year, we have worked with determination and a shared purpose to shape a digital future that is inclusive, secure, and focused on improving lives. This meeting is a milestone of our collective journey, and hosting you all here affirms Africa's role in growing the global digital economy. Our continent is a center of innovation, home to young entrepreneurs and creative thinkers, and a key partner in advancing digital transformation that leaves no one behind. Throughout our term, our work has been guided by 4 priorities, namely universal and equitable digital inclusion, digital public infrastructure as a driver of transformation, innovation ecosystems that empower micro, small, and medium enterprises, and artificial intelligence that is equitable, inclusive, trustworthy, and sustainable. Together, these priorities reflect a shared commitment to building a digital economy that is both people-centered and development-oriented. So, colleagues, as we begin our work, we did so with a simple but a powerful truth, a truth that I am particularly passionate about, that connectivity is no longer a privilege. It is a prerequisite for economic participation, education, innovation, and growth. Yet millions of people globally remain offline, excluded from opportunities of the digital age. Our collective focus has been to make universal and meaningful connectivity a reality for all. This requires much more than expanding networks. It calls for affordable devices, reliable power supply, accessible infrastructure, digital literacy, and trust in the safety and security of online spaces. Through the Universal and Equitable Digital Inclusion Framework developed under South Africa's presidency, we now have a practical guide that helps governments identify gaps, design effective policies, and monitor progress. It supports countries in creating enabling environments that bring every citizen into the digital fold. We have also underlined the importance of sustainable financing by combining public investment, private partnerships, and innovation in blended funding models. This is how we turn ambition into action and ensure that connectivity ultimately reaches every community. It is by working together that we have moved beyond declarations of intent to frameworks that will support real progress. And in so doing, we are building the foundations for inclusive growth and advancing sustainable development goals. It is from connectivity that our focus has turned into systems that make access meaningful. Digital public infrastructure has emerged as one of the most powerful enablers of transformation. It allows citizens to access essential services securely and efficiently, helps governments to deliver more effectively, and creates the conditions of innovation and trust. We have agreed that such systems must be secure, interoperable, and rooted in human rights. They must reflect each country's context while being guided by clear principles of privacy, accountability, and fairness. To support countries in this work, we've introduced the Public Value Measurement Framework, which assists in evaluating the social and economic impact of digital investments. We've also developed guidelines for integrated governance, offering flexible approaches to help governments design transparent and accountable systems. To foster global collaboration, we have launched the Global Call for Digital Public Infrastructure Innovations in partnership with the African Union, the International Telecommunication Union, and the United Nations Development Programme. This initiative enables countries to share practical solutions, highlight success, and strengthen regional cooperation. Digital public infrastructure is not merely a technical exercise. It is an investment in people. It ensures that the benefits of digital transformation translate into better public services, foster greater inclusion, and more resilient economies. We've also turned our attention to those who drive economic vitality, our micro, small, and medium enterprises, who are the backbone of many of our economies because they create jobs, they spark innovation, and generate inclusive growth. Our task was to ensure that these enterprises are not left behind in digital transition. We agreed on the need to strengthen innovation ecosystems that give SMMEs access to finance, mentorship, broader markets, and digital skills. And we did so by working closely with partners to design measures that make it easier for small enterprises to thrive and scale up. The foresight studies commissioned during our presidency have mapped clear pathways for nurturing talent, attracting investment, and developing venture capital ecosystems that can sustain entrepreneurship. These studies focused on shaping the future of SMMEs and building an African venture capital network, offer practical recommendations for policymakers and investors alike. It is by investing in MSEs that we are investing in inclusive growth. By empowering young people and women to build businesses that create opportunity and resilience, we are helping local innovation to connect to global markets. Colleagues, a forward-looking digital economy cannot be complete without a responsible approach to emerging technologies. Artificial intelligence holds immense promise to improve productivity, deliver better public services, and address complex development challenges. It must, however, be guided by clear principles and sound governance. During our presidency, we affirmed that AI must be safe, transparent, and aligned with human rights, and it must serve people rather than replace them. It must reflect shared values of equity, accountability, and trust. And working with UNESCO, we developed the toolkit to reducing inequalities connected to artificial intelligence, a resource to help governments design inclusive policies and manage risks. We've also deepened our engagement on issues related to generative AI, including misinformation, harmful content, and the need for digital literacy to build public awareness and resilience. We've emphasized capacity building, particularly in developing countries, and encouraged investment in local language models and open source tools that ensure relevance and accessibility. Through cooperation, we can ensure that the benefits of AI are shared widely and that it becomes a source for social good. The work of the G20 Digital Economy Working Group is a reminder that digital transformation is not an abstract concept. It is a pathway to human progress. It connects the classroom to a workplace. It connects the entrepreneur to broader markets, and it connects citizens to wider opportunities. The frameworks and initiatives we've agreed provide practical instruments for action. They will guide nations in building inclusive, secure, and trusted digital economies. And we have shown that multilateral cooperation is not only possible, but remains powerful. And by working together across borders and sectors, we've made tangible progress towards a more equitable digital future. The work ahead is clear, and our duty here to the people we serve is to carry this momentum forward, turn the commitments into action, and ensure that digital transformation ultimately delivers for all. The promise of the digital age must not remain an aspiration. It must become a reality in every life, and it is what we must collectively aspire to drive at all times. Thank you very much.